How's everybody doing this wonderful, glorious Monday morning? Today we're going to be doing some Windows services cleanup. Actually, a whole bunch of things on that side. But right now, I think the Windows box has about 150 running processes as I reloaded it because I couldn't get Minecraft working on Windows 10 Pro in. Fun fact, the latest version of Minecraft, not 1.14 Bedrock Edition, but 1.16 Bedrock Edition from the glorious Windows Store, it does not work on Windows 10 Pro in, which is the Europe users. So if you have any Europe business users out there using Windows 10, I like that version because they don't have a bunch of bundled stuff, but they're missing like the media playback component to Windows 10 that makes it so, well, you can't play Minecraft at all. So it'll just load up and crash. I literally spent 3 hours on that. It's ridiculous I spent as much time on as I did on it. So I'm like, really? So that was my fun adventure so far. Thank you so much for the sub there, Zen. Oh, I tell you, first time joining, Johnny? Well, welcome, man. Welcome. We usually have a fun time. I usually limit it to about 1 hour. I try to get as much done as I possibly can in that 1 hour. Sometimes I get a lot done, and sometimes I get nothing done. So we'll see where we fall today. I think we'll knock it out of the park today, though, because, well, I've done this like 1,000 times. So usually when I get nothing done, it's because I haven't ever done it before. Usually. But then again, I did just wake up. Awesome. Good to hear. Little Hood got Catalina, Mac OS Catalina. It's cool. Like, if you need Mac OS, by all means, OpenCore is amazing. Like, I've done so many updates, and I never have any problems with OpenCore. I can't speak so many good things about the project. Still don't particularly, like, love Mac OS by any means, but it's not horrible. Like, you can, like, once I got into the terminal and stuff, I felt pretty at home. I mean, I still felt like I was a little bit walled in, but it wasn't bad at all. But Chris, have you ever tried Linux? Minecraft works just fine on Linux. You should check it out, man. Good point, Chris. Not only does regular Minecraft work just fine on Linux, Chris, but Pocket Edition or Bedrock Edition both work great. So yeah, that Linux thing, there's something to it. Well, I mean, Apple seems like a walled garden, but if you're ever on Apple things, Peter, I will say this: jump into Terminal, install Homebrew, and it'll feel more Linuxy. You know, don't get on the App Store though. You'll just want to shoot yourself. It's bad. Morning, Michael. How are you doing? Does Grammarly work on computer games? No. Nope. If it's not browser-based, maybe browser computer games, it will work. But yeah. How do I install Kex post-install? I need to install drivers, audio, graphics. If you look at today's video, Little Hood, if you download a Kex, go in and strip out all of the... oh, we got a raid. It's Hikari. What's up, Hikari? But on the Kex, go in and strip out all of the extended attributes. So if you do an ls space -l @ it'll show all the extended attributes. So to strip out those extended attributes, you need to do it line by line. It's kind of a pain, but it's worth it for your Kex. So you do the listing, see the Kex, and then you do XATTR space -d for delete space, and then the attribute name, so it'll be com.apple quarantine space, and then the actual package. So it would be like kextIneed.kext. and that entire line should get you there. I did explain it a little bit more in detail so you can actually see it in today's video I dropped. Yeah. Linux doesn't have that crap. I hate it. Oh, it does. It does have extended attributes. It's just hidden. Well, that was a pain. That was a pain to deal with. Because I had to do kext post install. I think it was like memory modules misconfigured kext. I think I needed. It was showing on my inside Ryzentosh. App Store for Mac. Yeah, App Store might show up on Mac OS. You never know. Everyone's been talking about Microsoft, but nobody said anything about Apple getting into the Linux game. Hey, Sandro, first time watching the stream. Well, welcome, man. Welcome. Couple first timers today, actually. Well, I think we can jump over to the desktop and get going on this, I think. Papa. Ooh, yeah, let's see here. All right. So this is, that is not, you can't see my desktop. Let's see, does that help? That does not also help. Ah, there we go. That's a little better. Ah, there we go, yeah. Like I said, just woke up. Usually I test these things prior to jumping on the stream, but today I just walked in. It's like, oh crap, turn everything on. Stream. So, this is brand new install. We'll go ahead, jump on here. We're gonna do it through a game stream though. I like how game stream looks. We got 154 processes on this fresh install, so let's set up our game stream real fast. This is just VNC, 8-bit, I think. Pretty nasty looking, but I like to kind of go completely headless. So for my game stream PC, I just put an HDMI dummy in the card slot. So you need to have something hooked up. Obviously, if you don't have a dummy, you're going to need a monitor. But the little dummy things on Amazon are about $8 or something. So very cheap. Grab it. They're great. We need to add a game. So let's go do that. Come into Shield, because that's where game stream is. We're just gonna add, what should we put in here? I think we could put like a NVIDIA game stream probably. Let's see. We're gonna pop over into here just to set up our stream so we have a nice aesthetic for everything. You know what? I think we could probably grab... Do I not have anything installed here? Ah, come on. Yeah, we'll just do Notepad++. We'll stream Notepad++. Ah, I love it. All right, that should do it. Let's go ahead. See if that registers. Let's go back. Go in. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. I think we can close out of our VNC and come back into here. We're gonna stream Notepad++. Speed run on a Notepad++ today here, guys. All right, so what that does is it gives us this nice aesthetic. It feels like we're actually on the Windows desktop or running a Windows VM, whatever it is, but this is actual Windows PC, and you get just, it's as if we hooked up a Windows PC directly to this PC. I love it, love it. If you wanted to know how to do this, I did make a video called, what was it, Moonlight. Research, just do a search on my channel called Moonlight Game Streaming. Amazing. So I'm using the Moonlight client to connect to NVIDIA Game Stream. All right, so from a fresh install, I think we can just go in. First, I'll just debloat it, and then we're gonna do some service reduction as well. So I wanna get this, let's shoot for probably 60 services, 60 running processes. We have 150 right now. Let's see how low we can get this. Let's just type debloat Windows 10. Oh, look at that. There I am. Top search on Google. So we're gonna go for the alternate project because this is 2004, the latest version. Let's go ahead, grab our latest release. What makes people love Minecraft? It's so boring to me. Well, it's about the creativity, and my kids absolutely love it. So I have given, and I'm ashamed of this. I don't, this is not a bragging point, but more of a shameful point on my part. My kids have a Nintendo Switch and then also like an iPad or something that they like playing on. Or actually, no, my daughter is like, I can't play on this iPad anymore. And she does AWSD and a mouse. So I was so proud of that, actually. I was very, very proud at the fact she changed the actual, from the tablet to that. So I was like, yes, it's great. But anyways, yeah, I get sidetracked. For all of us to play together with the Switch and all that, you need to do Bedrock Edition. So I caved, and I'll play that with him. So it's fun. But I still love Java Edition the best. Java's the way to go. Oh, actually, let me extract this. We're gonna see if I can do this in my sleep or not, because like I said, I am not with it today. So we're gonna see where I go. We're gonna fly right through this, as this right here should I've already done a debloat video on, so I don't think we need to go through each specific option. So we'll fly right through. Yeah, Java is really unsafe. It's pretty much getting done. Like Bedrock, I've noticed, has been really good, like much more stable, I think, once you get it actually running. I mean, I did just spend like 4 hours or something ridiculous figuring out that Windows 10 Pro N doesn't work with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I mean, that only really applies to Europe people, or people that get like a European license like I like to do, because Europe forces Microsoft to strip more out of their system. Yay, go Europeans. Crack down on the Microsoft. So I like, I don't mind it at all. Oh, let's see. I'll leave HelloFace in there. Let's uninstall that. Yep. It's true, Peter. I remember when they cracked down on them during the Internet Explorer days and that type of thing, and they really needed to be cracked down on. But yeah, no, it's crazy. You know what? While we're doing this, I can tell you guys. Did we just freeze? Poop. We just froze, didn't we? Oh no, there it goes. Let's turn off background apps. I'll probably end up turning that back on, but whatever. For now, we'll close that. But there's a couple things in the news. You know, I don't really talk politics, as I'm apolitical, but this isn't really, liberal or conservative. It's just messed up. So it falls into that realm of, hey, everyone should be outraged by this. 3 topics. First, and I'll break this out. I might make a video about this. Let me know your guys' thoughts. First one, French police overtook an encryption service because there was criminals on it. They overtook it, planted malware, and then snooped on everybody's communications, and then it led to lots of arrests. This just happened last week. That was one thing that I was like, oh wow, that's like the plot of The Dark Knight. Number 2, Mexico just passed a law where you can't load OSs. You can't load OSs or non-OEM things on computers. Not very enforceable, but still messed up. And then number 3, the United States, old America, not to be, we want to get in on this idiot action. So, of course, we try to ban, I think, end-to-end encryption with the Earned It Act. So 3 things happening in the world. So no country's safe from it. And I gotta say, that was super, super weird. to really feel like, if you never read George Orwell's 1984 novel, it is very, very similar to what I feel like is going on in the world today. It's just super strange. So, I think you can see it when you're on there. Oh, yeah. Which one is she on? The laptop? Oh, yeah. Just get on there and just type microphone test. Just in the menu, start menu. Hit the Windows key, it'll pop up a menu. Just type microphone. But anyways, yes, the old people and their politicians and stuff are definitely causing all kind. They're just, I don't think, they're either incredibly corrupt or they just, I don't know. It just feels really strange to me to have all over the world these laws being passed or these things happening that definitely feels like a dystopian future with a lot of the crackdown. I mean, I think a lot of people's freedoms are just being removed and all that's left is big tech. It's really kind of jacked up. So anywho, it's just very strange. So but yes, a lot of these people, I don't know, I couldn't imagine many of them actually understanding the law. They just know they got a lot of money to pass this law. I think that's where most of the politicians fall into. Yeah, Chris, actually, it's funny, when you come to Linux gaming, I'm waiting for like Linus to cover that, where emulations, that's where like Linux gaming has always really shined, is the emulation aspect of things. I can't believe that. Yeah, here, give it. All right. Did you collect pre-call test?
Yeah, and it's not hearing it.
Okay.
So get out of there, it's wasting time.
One second here, guys.
Hey guys.
Yeah, 1 second. We should be go get it. Test. No. All right. Test. No, that's not. Test. Nope. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. This is a test. All right. Now, blah 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 blah. All right. That should be good. Blah 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 blah. Ah.
Why is it doing?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, just
Okay.
yeah, don't take her.
Okay. I was like, all right, let me tinker. All right. Yeah. See the green on the.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are good now.
Yeah. That's why I did the test. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Good call. All right.
Bye.
Bye, all. Love you. All right. A little pre-stream or during stream graphics. Like they were having problems with the microphone. They're trying to do a live stream with our therapy thing. I don't know what it is. All right, graphics performance. Do you want to change to high performance? No. We're gonna do a profile or power profile on this guy. When is your daughter gonna install Arch? Oh, Peter, I need to get her going on that. That would be such a great stream. I love it. Probably next week. I'm going to shoot for next week. All right. This is good. Let's just delete that. Blah. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, there's spacing now between it. Okay. So that's fine, I guess. What else we got? Some customizations this script did. Let's take a look at our details. And we're going to just see what all we got going on. And we got, oh, look at those Windows processes. Just a ton. Ah! All right, what are we at? 160. Let's give it a little reboot, shut down, restart. Give it a shot here. Are you buffering too much? That sucks, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Twitch lately. I think a lot of people say they have to reload it before it actually does okay. I don't know what's up with that. All right, we'll give it a second for the restart here. It doesn't come back immediately. I don't know what's up with this computer lately, but it's been not restarting correctly. But we'll see. If it doesn't come back in the next couple seconds, we'll give it a kick. What's my specialty? Windows servers, I'd say, is the thing I know the most about. So, yeah, I have like somewhere around 9 or 10 different Windows Server certifications. So, I've been working on them since Windows Server 2000, 2003, Small Business Server. I got my first Enterprise cert in 2008, MCITP Enterprise Administrator. I can do Active Directory deployments. I mean, just a ton of crap. So Windows Server is like my thing. That's my jam. Even though I hate Windows Server. I initially made the YouTube channel because all the Windows Server tutorials on YouTube I thought was crap. I was like, man, there's just no good Windows Server tutorials. Well, I'm going to make one. And then I realized nobody searches for Windows Server tutorials on YouTube. Like nobody. So that's kind of a funny thing about it, but you know, what can you do? Are you a programmer developer? No, I did take oh no, you're talking about CCOM camo. Oh, okay, you set up UFW, failed to ban, and still experience about 25% packet loss. Ooh. Any more suggestions? Do you have a GUI Raspberry? I remember it. Are you only using the command line interface? That's the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, you probably are if you're using the Pi. But if you have any kind of graphics loaded up on that system, it is gonna be like a dog. All right, what are we at for? We were at 150 before. We're down to 100. All right, Black Viper time. So I actually looked this up after, I think it was like, I don't know, it was a comment or something I read into, but Black Viper script. So Black Viper, if you guys are not familiar with Black Viper, is from Windows XP era. So this is early 2000 era. But old blackviper.com, this guy goes through all the Windows surfaces configurations and determines what's good, what's not. So he'll go through and disable a ton of crap. It's really an amazing thing. So if you want to know what each Windows service does, you can go into here. It's really cool. But anyways, yeah, if you go to the guides, service configurations, Windows 10 service configurations, you can see everything. And he has a whole bunch of different versions. So he has safe, and then he has tweaked. And it's really important. If you go tweaked, it's a little too aggressive, even for my taste. So watch out. Watch out with that. But he goes through, and you just go through and disable each one of these. Obviously, we don't want to go through 100 something services, that just sucks. So I do it through script, PowerShell script, I believe. So we'll grab that through the releases. This is a little bit dated, 2017, but works probably just fine. So let's grab that. All right, and we're just going to take this script and we'll just extract that to our downloads. Let's see what we can get that down to, shall we? Go Black Viper script and the bat file. All right. So from here, do you agree with the terms of service? Sure, yeah. Take over my computer, I don't care. All right, so here we go. Change services that are different from default to safe and tweaked. So we're going to go from default to safe. Tweaked, again, is really, really aggressive. So if you go tweaked, that computer is not going to do... There's going to be some funkiness to it. I think it even disables like DHCP. I'm not 100% on that, but watch out with tweaked. Safe is probably a better bet. And if you look at the services list, you can see kind of what all it's going to do. So right now, you can see like downloaded maps and that type of thing. But we'll go through each one and do that. Ooh, some of these we'll have to go back through. Hopefully this doesn't shut me down. I'm gonna just check to see if NVIDIA's on here, because that's our game stream. Yeah, I think we should be fine. All right, so this is gonna go through and really do that. Strip it down to quite a bit. All right, we're gonna skip the version check. We're gonna go Pro. And let's see if we have skip all Xbox services, because this is a stream PC. We're gonna stop all disabled services and allow change of service state. Yep. And then we're gonna go ahead and show the console window. Oh. Ah, crap. Oops. Back into it. My bad. Back to it. Let's set those options. All right, let's try that again. And I think from here, we can go ahead and run it. And let's go run it. Script will run in 1 second. All right, here we go. Give them a donation if you so choose. And you can see what we got. 1, TC port sharing. Not really too much, actually. Wow. So most of these service changes weren't really that much. Diagnostic tracking stopped. Let's take a look at the services.msc and see what we get. Because I think we didn't really do much on the service side of things. Where we at? Performance? 99 process. We dropped 1 process. That's funny. Alright, let's see what we have. And let's come down into here. Span that guy out. Let's sort by startup type. Let's see if we find anything bad in here that we don't really need. Like a Defender, you can't really get it from here. I think no, I don't see anything too bad yet. Bitlog, I like. Yeah. All right. What the hell? All right, and then it really only disabled these apps in here, which is not bad. I hate this too. That about 2004, they're really pushing like a clipboard user service, which they're getting rid of the snipping tool and going to more of a service-based clipboard. It's terrible. Get Green Shot if you need to do any kind of snipping from your keyboard. Obviously, since I'm in Linux, I don't really care. But, and anyways, it was a Black Viper script. I probably should go back through and clean that up a little more, but I don't want to get too egregious with it just because I do use that for gaming mainly. And I don't want to shut down any of the Xbox services. Xbox services equates to about 20 to 30 processes. So we definitely could bring it down, but you know how it does. But that was minimizing all the stuff. Like I said, if I remove an Xbox services, we would have gotten down to probably about 60, 70 services. Because Xbox requires a lot of services to run on Windows 10. But 99, I guess we'll take it. We need push-ups. All right. We're re-enabling the push-ups, you guys. Calm your tits. We're gonna get it done. Let's see what we got here. Channel points. We're gonna manage rewards and challenges. Oh, what's this? Create a community chat. Oh, there's a new thing. Twitch is always adding something here. Create a community challenge. Chris wants to be out of shape. All right, there you guys go. I said I was gonna enable it today. It is now enabled. All right. There. No. All right. Geez, Sparky and Michael already hitting it hard. 40 push-ups. All right, here we go. Let's do some push-ups. Here we go, guys. Push-up cam. Is the push-up cam even active? Push-ups? Push-ups, anyone? Oh, push-up cam still works. All right, here we go. Ah, 30. I'm gonna knock out 10 more here. 10 more. We're gonna go wide grip on this one. Ah, 10. All right. 40 push-ups, knocked out. There we go. Woo! Out of shape. Out of shape. Oh, lordy. All right. 60 more to go. You're gonna have to wait a minute on those. We still got Phantom, Michael again, and Solar. I did not forget. I still owe y'all 60 push-ups. Holy balls. All right. Woo! So yeah, when I first did the push-ups, well, I used to stream for like 3 or 4 hours. And then everybody was like, hey, just stream for an hour. And it also made the push-ups less of a stream. But since we have like a week of build-up, I think everyone's been hoarding their points. I see you. Yeah, I have a stock of push-ups. Otherwise, I would think I would just do push-ups the entire stream. Yeah, I did 10 wide grip, which is cheater push-ups. Yeah, don't want me getting too fat. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can't find a picture when I was younger. Oh, lordy. All right, let's I'm gonna black that out. You guys are not gonna see like a full up push-up. But I used to be, you know how everyone has like that old story when they're younger, they're like, I used to be so fit when I was your age. I would run 20 miles every day. And yeah. Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. So I still have pictures of when I used to run competitively. So let's see here. I won't go full screen with this because some people aren't gonna want to see this. All right, we're just looking the bottom left here. But yeah, bam. I used to be somewhat fit. Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Back when I used to run. Yeah. Look at the little ants on the screen. So yeah, no, I had like an 8-pack. It was good. Back in those days. But I also used to work out for like 2-3 hours a day. I mean, that was ridiculous. I was religious about it. I remember one time I got back from the bars when I was like 23, and I didn't drive or anything. You know, we had a DD, but I remember we got back and I was like, oh, I haven't run. So I decided to run a 5K and I was hammered. And because I mean, like I said, when I get in a routine or something I'm doing, I will do it no matter what. So I decided to go for a little quick 5K run at night after coming back from the bars. And I was in an apartment complex. I got down to the street and maybe to like the street sign, which was, you know, geez, not even like maybe 100 meters. And I threw up, and then I got like to mile 1, I threw up, and then I continued running. I got my 5K in, and then by the time I got home, I felt like euphoric. It was hilarious. I never did that again, of course, but yeah, that's how religious I was about working out back then. And then I got married and work and life, and you know, not so much anymore. So much so I don't even do channel redemption so much on push-ups. Just hilarious. How far I've fallen. I have a 6-pack. I keep it in the fridge. My man. Oh, nice. Nice, Peter. I never did distance. I was always a big 5K guy. I loved 5Ks. And I never really, no, I broke 20 minutes on a 5K. So yeah, no, I loved 5Ks. That was my jam. But other things that have been going on too, guys. We already finished Windows services cleanup. I'm trying to think what else I had on the docket. Did I bring that in? Crap. I don't know what I did with that. The Fire tablet I finished. So I did get the Fire tablet running, and I know you guys are going to be disappointed with this, but I'll do full screen on this once I get the web page loaded. I found something that is probably what the video is going to be about, because it's the full, like, pulling the back panel off and fully rooting a Amazon Fire is pretty involved on 10th gen. Like, you have to do a jump from the CLK to a ground, and then boot it while it's doing that, and then inject the boot ROM as it loads, and it would if I made a video about it, it'd be like, look at me, I'm cool, I can do this, but I don't think very many people would replicate it, and I think a lot of people would brick their devices by doing it because I bricked one of mine doing it. So I ended up just going, I think I'm gonna go the easy route, which won't brick anybody's device, on the Amazon Fire tablet. And I think it's called Amazon Toolkit. It's a XDA developer tool. It is Windows only, which is surprising. But I'll go full screen with this so you guys can see it. And basically what I did here was they do this ad supporting thing, and Amazon bloats up the tablet like no other. Like I had an idea of how bad the tablet was bloated, but after doing this, the tablet runs phenomenal, which is a Amazon 8 HD 10th gen. So the most recent tablet, I got it on sale for $50. But basically what you do is in the toolkit, you just go manage everything Amazon, disable everything, and then strip out, go Google Assistant, strip out Alexa, and you can go to Google Assistant if you want. It doesn't really matter on that. And then I install all of Google services, and I install all Google services, and then just do some power options, and obviously install the custom launcher and hybrid apps. But strip out all the Amazon stuff, and it's fantastic. Alexa, turn off. She heard me talking about her. She does control the lights after all. I think Amazon's worse than Google when it comes to how clean things are. Like when Google does something, at least it's functional after they do it. When Amazon does it, like everything's ad supported. We're basically, all our information is just sold to the highest bidder, right? And Amazon does this, Microsoft does this, Google does this. And Google at least is the most efficient at it. And at least it's not like making the user experience worse while they do it. Like the Amazon Fire tablet is probably the best example of Amazon doing it wrong. And when I did this Fire toolbox and I redid it all and I made it just like a regular Android tablet, it feels like and runs just like a Samsung Tab. Actually, I have an old Tab and it runs better than it. Obviously, it's newer, but that's how bad Amazon has messed up the tech. And that shouldn't be the case. And it's much like, in Windows 10, you have all these extra services and crap. Like we just removed 60 something processes running in just removing just a bunch of apps that we weren't going to use. That isn't good. It's not good for them. It's not good for us, the user. Like you should not have a worse experience just for them to sell your data. There's ways to do it efficiently. It's just they're lazy. So off my soapbox on that. And back to some push-ups. Yeah, I think what was it, Michael? Ubuntu 13 or 14? It was before my time in Linux desktop, where Amazon partnered with Ubuntu, and then all the search results or all the search things you did in Ubuntu got sent to Amazon, and they had Amazon link on the desktop by default. I mean, you could remove it, but yeah. There's a pretty storied history there, Michael, about that, which is really messed up. But I think, obviously, the Linux community is a little more wise to the times, and they basically was like, hey, Ubuntu, we're not going to stand for this. Y'all basically need to remove it, or we're not gonna use your distro, and they did. So I think it was pretty short-lived. I think it was about a year or two of them collecting data and sending it to Amazon in a partnership. I don't know how much money they got from that, but yeah, the Linux community was not pleased. The Linux community did not like that, as you can imagine. Oh, I haven't done the Kindle Reader in forever, man. Got so bad, quit using it despite having 100 books. Wow, that's bad, Don. That's crazy. I'll have to check it out. Is it the Paperwhite that you're using, Don, or are you just trying the app? Because the Paperwhite I always thought was a kind of a cool thing if you're a really avid reader. Yeah. Peter, I'm sure Amazon does sell the stuff from Twitch. Oh man, it was an e-ink. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the open source e-ink to become a thing. Like, in the tablet realm, it's kind of a weird, like nobody really makes tablets anymore. And, you know, it's getting there. We still got 60 push-ups to do. I'm gonna knock out 30 real fast, and then I'll be right back. While y'all are chatting, if you have any questions, drop them into chat. Love hearing y'all's questions. So, let's do some more push-ups. Knock out 30. Ah. All right, 30 push-ups. Let's see, what do we got, Jalopy? How you doing today, Jalopy? I hadn't seen you in a bit. Ah, of course, as soon as I put on my headset, it's just jank. Blank. I think I got Harris Helder's mix. He's the guy that gave out all the royalty-free music. So, what do we got? So yeah, I use Harris Heller's mix for just the background music because I never get any copyright claims. When I was using, I think, Monster Cat for a little bit there, man, such a nightmare. Copyright and Twitch and YouTube is just a nightmare. I was actually using Monster Cat creative license for a little bit there, but some of their music was just like overly like aggressive on the mix, even like on a chill mix. And I was just like, all right, fine. So I ended up just getting copyright free. But if you guys know any better copyright free music, let me know. I'll throw it in my mix for sure. Oh, here we go. We got a question from Being Frey. Should we be concerned with Microsoft's acquisition of GitHub? Oh, that's a good question. I think we should be cautious about it. I don't know about concerned. Microsoft lately, I still think they're the devil. I mean, I do. They've just been so nasty and have killed so much innovation, so many companies that I just can never condone or say we shouldn't worry about Microsoft. I think it's something that we should always worry about and always be mindful of any big technology company. There's no big technology company in existence that I think, ooh, hey, they're okay. So as soon as someone gets big enough, you need to worry about them. Because your data, once they have a lot of data, it becomes worth a lot of money. So when people are like, I love XYZ company, and a lot of times I look at them like, yeah, they're small. They're very privacy oriented right now. But times change. Once they realize how much you're worth, how much your data's worth, and squeezing you out for $5 a month is a dated model when they could just sell your data for way more. Almost everyone does it. Greed gets the best of people. But we do have Bitbucket, we do have GitLab. There are alternatives. Right now, I'm obviously not as concerned as most are in the community, and I'm still using GitHub. I still like their interface. I like how everything's set up. But if things went south, I do have a GitLab account, and I would explore Bitbucket a little bit more, as those are great alternatives. Or maybe I would just do my own Git server. You know, that's also another thing. Although I have noticed, I think I put too much power, too many computers in the back here, because I've been having some power issues. When I have everything fired up to max and everything starts ramping up, and if all of them go under load, it does not end well. Let's just say. So, you know. I think we do need more laws to help protect our information. The problem is Security 911. We don't have anybody that's not corrupt in politics. Whether you're American, whether you're Australian, whether you're European, it doesn't matter. Governments, I think in general, limiting them as much as we can is the best we can do. A lot of people are pro-government, where the more people you have in government, I think the more corruption that exists. So as soon as you get bigger government and bigger programs in government, so yeah, I mean, this is a little political, but I mean, I don't think it's a stretch. I think most people understand how the world works. But a lot of times, once it bloats up and it becomes big enough, it becomes almost like a handout system to their close friends. So let's say whatever party, whoever's in power, in big government, what happens is a good program. Let's take Social Security here in the States. That's a good program because there's a lot of people that just don't save for retirement and are unable to for whatever reason, cultural upbringing, whatever it might be, or maybe they're just born in poverty and just never really understood money and how to actually save. But whatever their circumstance, Social Security is a necessity for many. Otherwise, I think 60% of Americans, 50 to 60% of Americans would be working until they die. And that is a needed social net, right? But what happens is all these other programs that exist, much like Social Security, that are needed, as the bigger they get, the more handouts to the cronyism that happens with government, and that gets handed out to a lot of the politicians. Both sides do this. It's not like it's just this one side. I mean, all of them typically don't do limited government. Most of them do handouts and things of that nature. So when you say we need more laws to protect our personal freedoms and personal information, I couldn't agree more. But the problem is how the governments work. The more laws that get put in place, the worse it becomes, because the lobbyists that exist in government, that have so much influence in pretty much every government, when that law gets passed, like you can take net neutrality as a recent example, they add a lot of addendums that make it worse for us, that strip away more of our freedoms. And this is, both parties do it. It's something that as soon as we, you can take net neutrality as a recent example. Even more recent is the ban on end-to-end encryption and those types of things through the Earned It Act. If you look up Earned It Act, I think you'll see what I talk about on encryption. But whenever you get lawmakers involved, you got to remember these are 70-year-olds that typically don't know jack about technology, and all they know is what people tell them. And the people that have the biggest lifeline to them is lobbyists, and the lobbyists obviously have a lot of money and wealth, and typically they are owned by big tech. So I don't know what to tell you there. There's no happy ending to this. So I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm not for more laws. I'm not for any of that. The only thing I think we can do is try and limit what we have, because it's a difficult game, man. It's a difficult game. Yeah, Social Security is essential for any society. Yeah, and I think that's, you know, so true. But I just don't know if they're gonna be there. I think Social Security will be there when I'm at retiring age, if I live that long. Like what's happening in the States is people say it's not really, it's disappearing, but really what ends up happening is as more money gets taken out of Social Security, they'll push that retirement age back and back and back until it's pretty much close to the average age of death. So right now I think it's like 65 or so, but probably by the time I get up to that age, it'll probably be like 75, you know, because that's how it'll work. As more people get to there, it'll just kind of keep getting pushed. I've de-googled my Pixel 3a, installed Graphene OS. I use G Suite for work, but not personally. Is it possible to forward Gmail from another non-Gmail account to access the email without risk of tracking? No. So as soon as you forward a Gmail, that automatically comes through their servers. It gets cataloged and sent out. Worse, like I have my own dedicated email server, not connected up to anything, but I interact so much with Gmail users that pretty much all my emails read by Google anyways. So I think I started, what was it, in the middle of the stream I talked about 1984 and the kind of dystopian future where big technology's kind of taken over. Well, I think we're there because there's really no way not to be tracked. Even with you running your own mail server that's not routed anywhere, heck, half your mail is probably going to get routed through Google anyways, because of who you're actually talking with. So it's even worse than your question, which is funny, but hey, not funny. I mean, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, I suppose. Yeah, you got a good point there, Sparky. Social Security is below poverty line, but at least it's there to help those that really need it. I mean, there are some people that rely on Social Security. It's a sad state. I mean, I'd hate to be at that age, not able to earn any income, and just be relying on a Social Security check. But sadly, like I said, more than half America definitely falls into that category. So there's Protonmail, which does some kind of a bit of encryption type of thing. But again, a lot of people from Protonmail still interact with Gmail users, and it still gets cataloged. So thank you so much for the cheer, Michael. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, I mean, Jalopy, I think you put it the best. There is no way to not be tracked unless you fall off the grid entirely. No phone, no email, no internet, no credit card. I think that is pretty true. Pretty true. Oh, what an emote you got. I think, oh, it's sharing. What is that? Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize on the emotes. That's awesome. Oh, I think it's a Twitch thing. Like whenever you cheer, it automatically gives some people in the audience emotes. I think it's since it's Pride Month, or is Pride Month over? I think it's Pride Month was last month. They give out all that stuff. All right, hour is up. Let's finish this off. If anybody has any last minute questions, be sure and ask them in chat. I'm gonna finish off my last 30 push-ups here, and then we'll call it a day. Unless there's any other questions, be sure and ask in chat. Let's do it. Let's get after it. Ah! All right, 30 push-ups. That's all the push-up quota for the day. We have any other last-minute questions? What are the emotion cons on Twitch kind of suck compared to what YouTube has? I think Twitch actually has a bigger assortment of emotion cons, but maybe I'm wrong. No more Hackintosh, please. Yeah, I think today was just like my last of the macOS videos there, Michael. I might touch on it later in the future, but nothing else is in the pipe, Michael. I just want to let everybody know my experiences with it. And I mean, I'm trying to think let's see what upcoming videos I got. I think I'm going to be doing, for Friday's stream, we might do the Ultimate Linux Gaming System. I think that's a good one. Ooh, no. One last question I have for chat. I have a question for you in chat. Which video would you like to hear more about? Setting up a Linux gaming system or setting up Plex server in Linux? Let's ask that poll here. So I would like to know, and then I'm going to be making that video later today. Which video? And we're going to go Linux gaming system setup or Plex media server setup. So between these two, y'all tell me which one you like the most. Plex server allows you to basically record your movies, your TV shows, everything, and then you can display them on any device at any time from anywhere. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, so I try to kind of keep it all, like I prefaced that one open core video, Michael, with everything was open source and used official Apple repos. So nothing there was done from a third-party site, so I should be okay with that one, but yeah, I don't want to push my luck for sure. So let's see what we got. We're 50% through the vote. Ooh, this is a neck and neck vote. I think I'm gonna have to do both these videos. Plex is pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, I saw your message, Sparky, about Brave Nightly. Yeah, I love the new sync. I mean, it works great. And it's fast. Like, Vivaldi was just really, really slowed down for me, and Brave has been awesome. I have done a lot of aspects of Linux gaming in it, for sure. Okay, yeah, let me know, Michael. I'm down for it. You know, I love video ideas. I'll definitely do both, so I think get that going today. Plex and Docker. I think actually, what is it? No. I was gonna say Synology or QNAP, but I think they actually both systems are actually Linux based, and I think it's they use the app package, so I think it's all deb packages is what they use. Look at that. 12 votes for Linux gaming setup, 10 votes for Plex media server setup. So that'll be a fun one to do. I'll cover both. I'm gonna try to tackle the Linux gaming system from more of a universal perspective, because a lot of my gaming videos I think were Arch based. So I'll probably do an apt one. I probably just use my Mint machine for that. Because Mint's not well optimized for gaming. Like, you have to set up eSync and some other things prior to going out of the box. Because I think modifying like sysconf and some other things to really get the biggest performance. And then I think I'll probably just do for the gaming video, XanMod is probably what I'll end up using. XanMod's pretty awesome. I really like that custom kernel. I think I like it a little bit more than Liquorix. Arch is the best for Linux gaming. It's true. You'll get the best performance from Arch just because you'll have a lot newer packages. And those packages are much more efficient in how fast Linux gaming runs. Specifically looking at like the compiler. The differences between like LLVM and ACO are mind-blowing. So yeah, you're not wrong there, Peter. What about Fedora for gaming or system admin work? Dexy, Fedora is fantastic for sysadmin work. Gaming, not so much. Not my first pick. I mean, you can game on it. I've gamed on Fedora just fine. It's just more of a pain to set everything up because not too much uses RPM in the gaming scene. So you'll be playing second fiddle to a Debian-based distro and Arch. Yeah, yep. ZanMod. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Phoronix is amazing too. If you ever want to benchmark stuff, use the Phoronix test suite. It is mind-blowingly awesome. Better than any test suite I've ever done on any operating system. It's fantastic. Arch is the best for system-wide crashing. If you do use Arch, I will say this, guys. Definitely check out my video, how to make Arch, or how to properly use Arch and do Arch maintenance. Doing maintenance in Arch is mandatory, and that requires you updating at least once a month. But you can totally do it, and Arch can be stable as long as you follow every golden rule that I set forth in that video. As my Arch machine at work has been running for about 1.5 years, so pretty awesome. Yeah, Sparky, I love it when you guys nag me. Like you nagged me on Vim, doing that has been great, so. All right, let's see who we got running for, who are we going to stream today. Let's raid somebody on Twitch. What do we got? Oh, we got Lena. Lena's on. I haven't seen Rob. Rob's actually been not out very much. Let's raid Lena. Lena Lux. She's a coder. I think she's making like a zombie apocalypse game maybe still. Let's do Lena. All right, guys. I'll set up that raid. Thank you all for coming out today. It was wonderful as always. Friday stream, I'll set up something. I'm not sure where we're at on the production schedule. I'm gonna knock out some videos and yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, the game dev queen, Lena's awesome. So stay for the raid on Lena, and thanks all for coming out. It's always a blast talking to y'all and asking questions and just kind of getting the 2 bits, even though today's stream was a little weird with me waking up and then immediately streaming like 5 minutes later. So that was a lot of fun. And we got push-ups back in the stream. So thanks for keeping me on track. And with that, guys, take it easy. Have a great day. Stay for the raid. And I'll see y'all on Friday.